Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel where we talk fashion and beauty for women over 30. If you're a woman over 30 and you enjoy fashion and beauty, subscribe. Also click the link down below to check out curatedcloset.com where we have clothes, shoes, and accessories for women. I'm going to show y'all some runway looks that I saw recently, which are pre-fall / fall trends. And then I'm going to show you very similar dupes, and I use the word lightly, that you can pick up from Walmart and Target to kind of mimic these looks. Now let's be realistic, they are not going to be exact dupes. Obviously the quality is going to be different, the color is going to be different because of the fabric, the material used, etc. But these are really close dupes in that you can definitely be able to play on these trends and pick up the main elements of the trends with these pieces that I picked out for you. The first piece we're going to look at is actually going to come from, let me see, I got some notes here. This is from Walmart, and this is a long coat, overcoat, trench coat, whatever you want to call it, but it's plaid. Plaid is really big right now, and it's everywhere. You'll see it in like two-piece sets. You'll see it in coats like this. You will also see it in a lot of tops, that kind of 90s preppy / grunge look. It's coming back and it plays with plaids a lot. So this coat is really nice. Like I said, it's from Walmart. It's got a simple black and white pattern on it. It does also come in the tan and black. I don't prefer that, but if you like it, and I know you can make it work, a lot of people could, they also have that option. But what I saw on the runway, which was similar to this, is the plaid and the trench coat, which came from Givenchy. As you can see, the similarities are in the cut, the length, and then again like the plaid. You can very easily put solid black with this. You can put white with this, of course. Any other colors that you want to then kind of ground with a black booty will work with this one as well. One thing I do want to tell y'all too, when you're looking at these types of quote-unquote dupes and trying to find inexpensive items to give you the look of something that's more high-end or runway look, a lot of times what's helpful is if you check out the reviews. So if you scroll down past where you actually see the main item and the different kind of views of the item, usually there will be reviews. There's not always reviews, but a lot of times there are, and those are really good because they can give you some insight before you purchase. So maybe they'll tell you how the fabric feels. You know, some people will sometimes mention fit, etc., but that's just a good tip to keep in mind. Check out the reviews when you are doing this type of a shopping. So sticking with the plaid theme, the next thing that I picked up for you guys, I shouldn't say picked up, picked out, is this plaid two-piece set, and this one is actually from Target. So this is like a tie waist belted jacket, and then it has the matching pants in this nice neutral toned plaid print, which I think is again going to be one of those pieces to give you a lot of versatility. Now the inspiration for this, the runway inspiration for this was Burberry, which you guys know Burberry is known for their signature plaid, and it has these kind of tannish tones in it. It has a little bit of black in it, and if you look at this Target one, it has a brownish tannish overall tone to it. Obviously it's not going to be an exact dupe, but you get the idea. You get the elements of the trend that make it really pop, and you can take that and you can just apply those same elements to a cheaper version. So this one I really like a lot. They come separately, they're sold separately, so the top and the bottom are sold as individual pieces, but obviously it's clear that that is a, you know, matching two-piece set. And if you look at the Burberry one, you can see that what they have going on is very much like suit inspired. It looks like a suit. It has like a menswear type of a flair to it, and I think that this set from Target mimics that really well. And it's also again just another dupe for you that's priced at a much lower price point, and you could get the same vibe if you like this type of a look and this trend. And another thing I wanted to say is I tried to find pieces that had a wide variety of sizes as far as the range. So this one I think goes from small to like, I think it went up to size 18 or 3XL, something like that. But I tried to include that when I was looking for pieces that I could mention as dupes. I wanted to try to find something that was really inclusive for everybody. And everything is, as always, is going to be linked down below. So everything that I'm showing you guys from Target and from Walmart is going to be linked down below. Next, we have this leather dress. As you can see in these runway looks, the leather dress was pretty popular. And what I noticed is that it comes in pretty much solid colors. They tend to be really rich toned colors. So I looked for something similar to that. Black is obviously going to be like a really easy go-to. But the black that I found was sold out, but I like the style of the dress, and they had it in 2 other colors that I think still work. So this dress that I found came from Target. It is obviously a faux leather dress. I don't think you're going to get a full-on leather dress from Target, but again, the elements of the trend are there. I think it's a nice length. I didn't want to get anything that was too short and like too trendy, so I think the length is nice. I love the shoulders. I shouldn't say shoulders. I like that it's sleeveless in the way that it is, and it has that little bit of detail at the neck. And the reason I like the sleeveless is because you can very easily put a turtleneck underneath this and put it with some cute boots and style it up that way. You can add a belt to it. You could put a white button down underneath it and play with the collar there and the sleeves as well. So there's a lot of styling options, but you're still being able to enjoy the trend, while of course you don't have to go out and buy a full-on, you know, $1,000, $2,000 leather dress. This is also another one, if you scroll down, where you'll see that people left reviews, and again, that's just another good tip. Always check out the reviews. If you have any doubts, or if you're unsure, or if maybe you have questions about something, just check the reviews. Sometimes people will have answered your question. And then for a second piece in the leather kind of category, the leather fall trend that we're looking at, are these pants from Target. Now these I actually fell in love with, because I think they are not only just a good dupe, but these are a really nice stylish pair of pants. And if you look at what I'm showing you for the runway picture, you're going to see that this is actually Hermes, which of course we know that's like super high-end, best quality possible leather. But I want you to notice the cut of the pants, because if you look at this, they kind of have like a tapered ankle, and they're cut a little short, and then they have just the slightest bit of kind of weight between that waistband and I would say just below the knee. They're not balloon pant, but they have a little bit of that type of a shape to them. So I wanted to point that out, because the pair that I saw at Target, which I think are a good dupe, have a very similar cut and shape to them, which means again, you could take those elements and you can translate them over to your less expensive piece that you pick up. And so you can do this and learn how to make your looks really polished and refined by mimicking things like that you pick up from on like a runway picture. You'll also notice the Aritzia pants that I put in here, and the reason why I put them in is because I like the rich colors of them. I like the black obviously, but I also like that greenish tone, and the pants that I chose from Target have a very similar hue in that they're in that green family. And so I just wanted to kind of show those two next to one another, so you can kind of get a feel for the type of styling options you have with this type of a piece. This is also a piece, if you scroll down like I suggested and look at the reviews, sometimes people who have purchased the items will leave pictures. This is great, and in this instance someone left a picture in their review. This is so good because you get to see it on a real body. You get to see people taking pictures that aren't so produced. They're usually in their house, they're in a mirror, so you can actually see the pieces, you see how they fit, you know, you can kind of get a feel for what the fabric looks like in quote unquote real life lighting, things of that nature. So just always, again, remember you guys to keep that in mind and check the review. So I thought that was really good that this person left a review with pictures on these particular pants. My lighting is looking dork. Y'all know the sun be playing me. The next one, there's nothing I can do about it. We're going to talk about jewel tones, because jewel tones are trending for fall 2020. I love jewel tones. I think they look so good on black women. I think they look so good on our skin. So I'm really excited about this type of a trend. I love it. And jewel tones in general, I think just in and of themselves add a little bit of luxe and richness to your look, just because of how deep the tones tend to be a lot of times and how rich they are. And just a jewel tone in general usually has a little bit of satiny kind of, I don't want to say sparkle, but like sheen to it, which I think can elevate a piece even if it's less expensive. The one from Target is this beautiful deep kind of like forest green color, like an emerald green, and again, like I said, it has a little bit of a sheen to it, which you tend to find in jewel tones. I think a top is a really good option, because you can always put something that's trendy that you may be hesitant about with a pair of black pants. So like if you were to take that top and just put it with a pair of black pants, Black heels, definitely could wear it to work. If you put it with a pair of black jeans, black heels, you could definitely wear it out and you won't feel maybe so insecure about the trend if it's something that you're not already totally comfortable with. But I really like this top a lot. It comes in 2 colors, but I wanted to focus on the green. I like the cut of it. Again, you could pull your pants up over the bottom a little bit so you don't see the detailing that's there at the hem if you wanted to. That could give you a whole different vibe. And then this other one I wanted to show because it's a lighter hue, but this one came from Walmart, but the same idea is there. It is a jewel tone top. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's more of like a salmon or a pink kind of color, but much richer and much deeper than like a pastel pink you would think of in like spring or summer. Really pretty. Both of them, I love both of those pieces a lot. And again, check the reviews. Okay, also big is this kind of monochromatic or tonal look, which I really like as well, because I think it's one of those things that you can easily do, but it just elevates everything. It looks so sophisticated and looks so nice. So I saw this in a lot of the runway pictures, and you're going to see like a top and a bottom that match, or you're going to see a top and a bottom that are super close but in the same color family. So they may not be exactly the same color, but the tones are going to be the same, and they're going to be, like I said, in the same family. So keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be an exact matchy match, but it needs to be in the same tone for this to work and not come off as like real crazy looking. Okay, 2 examples of where you can mimic this trend. So one is going to come from Walmart, one's going to come from Target. The one from Target honestly is my favorite just because I like the skirt. This is like this Croc embossed faux leather skirt, and it's like a really rich deep chocolate. Now, if you know about tones and colors, you know that they have undertones. So this type of chocolate tends to be a little bit warmer because it has more of like a reddishness to the undertone. It's kind of like foundation when you're thinking about foundation. So this one has a little bit more of a reddishness to it, which is why I think it pairs well with the top that I chose. The top is very dark as well in that same tone family, but the top tends to give off a little more of like an oxblood or burgundy or a deep maroon, but I think it's beautiful together. If you had just the right pair of boots with this outfit, this is like top notch to me. I think it looks just as nice and expensive as any other designer or high-end combo like this would look. Set that I picked out from Walmart is more on the, I would say, what color is this? This is like a rust, almost like a brownish rust type of color. I love the pants a lot. They give off like a corduroy type vibe, which is going to put you very much in the mindset of fall, obviously. And then I love the top. I like the shape of the top. It's a sweater, and I think the shape of it gives it a little bit of something without trying too hard, because you know when you buy inexpensive pieces a lot of times that are trying to mimic a trend, sometimes they go too far and it just looks tacky and cheap, you know, just being honest. But I think when there's just these slight elements to it, which I think H&M and Target tend to do really well, that it comes off the way it should come off, which is just, you know, we're just taking a little peekaboo participation here in this trend, but we don't want to do too much. So I think this looks really nice together. Again, keep in mind that it's the tones that you want to work on matching, not always necessarily the exact same color top as color bottom. So I really like this combo as well. Really nice. And again, check those reviews, because I think I remember this sweater having some really good reviews and some really good insight on like fit and how it ran and things like that. Y'all seem to like this video. This is very similar to the last one I did. If you haven't seen it, I will list it up here, which was a dupe video as well. I like making them, so leave a comment and let me know if you do like it. If you want me to continue to do these, I will definitely continue to bring them to you guys. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed that video. Remember to check out the others that are going to pop up on the screen for you guys. Also, head over to curatedcloset.com. We're having a sale right now, and check out our clothes, shoes, new arrivals, everything we have over there to offer. Remember to live well and look good doing it. And until next time, y'all, bye.